The Florida Times Union welcomed a few special guests from SeaWorld Orlando into the newsroom Tuesday. Blue, a Hyacinth Macaw, joined Lex, a Ringtail Lemur, and Rocco, a Parma Wallaby, in an effort to promote wildlife education and conservation. The animals toured numerous local businesses and media outlets throughout the day and met with SeaWorld Twitter followers at St. John's Town Center that evening.
They're found in southern Brazil and western Bolivia. Obviously her blue plumage is where she gets her name, but also that's why they are critically endangered, and that's because they're so beautiful that they're often caught for the illegal pet trade. Blue here has the strongest beak of any macaw. She can actually exert over 1,000 pounds of pressure in a single square inch. So these guys have been known to get through iron and also those, what are those nuts? The
Brazil nuts.
Brazilian nuts, yeah, they can get through those really quickly. And they can fly about 35 miles an hour, so they're very fast, which is cool.
Oh my gosh, look at him. Oh my god. Believe it or not, Rocco is full grown. He is actually a year and 3 months old. They are the smallest type of wallaby. As you can see, he's only about a foot tall, only about 7 or 8 pounds. Hard to believe something this tiny would be off by themselves in the wild at this point, but he would be. If you compare him to the largest wallaby, like you can see at Busch Gardens, that's a Bennett's wallaby. They'll be about 40 pounds, about 4 feet tall. So you can see he's definitely a lot smaller. And these guys are related to kangaroos, so just about anything we know about a kangaroo also applies to these guys. See if I can get you a piece of apple. You want to show them how cute it is? And you can like, watch this. Not all Parma Wallabies have that white little tip on their tail, though. That is very characteristic to him.
So this little guy is all the way from the island of Madagascar, the only place in the entire world where you'll be able to find lemurs. Sadly, there were over 70 species at one point, but now there's only about 20. But Lex is a ring-tailed lemur. Not really hard to guess where he gets the name. But something that's really neat about these guys is while you think of most lemurs swinging around in the trees, these guys are actually very terrestrial. They spend most of their time on the ground, and they do something that scientists call the sun worship position. Well, they sit down with their legs crisscrossed and just kind of push out their belly and sit in the sun. So Lex has got a very tough life. Now, something that's really cool, my favorite thing about the lemurs, is that they're very territorial, and the way that they claim their territory is by having stink bomb fights. So they'll actually take their tail, rub it in between their wrists where they have scent glands, and then take their tail nice and scented and toss it over their head, throwing the smell at the other group of lemurs. So yeah, we got it nice and warmed up for y'all. How old is he? Lex is only 2. He's just the little one.
But he's full grown.
Yep, he is fully grown. He might just get a little wider, but he won't get any longer. Something is super cool is they can actually make 3 different sounds come out at the same time, and it looks like they're barely even opening their mouth. But it sounds like dogs barking, they sound all sorts of different things. They actually have a different call for an aerial predator versus a predator on the ground. So if something's flying at them, they can tell the group that something's up in the air rather than on the ground, which is pretty cool.
For more on Blue, Lex, and Rocco, check out Bob Mack's photo gallery on Jacksonville.com. You can also follow the park on Twitter at SeaWorld_parks and learn more about their conservation efforts at www.seaworldcares.com. For Jacksonville.com, I'm Amanda Warford.